Wow, such friendship. I hate that he says that. I know, but I hate it.
You get a paddle from Paddling Peggy.
Maybe he's saying
Maybe
it
I
like
did it on purpose.
Maybe he's saying it like a wise old toad. Such friendship.
Oh, I thought you meant Toad from Mario Kart. Such friendship!
That's what he said.
And I wonder if she thinks I'm annoying. Oh,
I'm pretty sure that's not the case at all.
you're just distracting, and that's okay.
Emmy shakes her head, looking amused. I'm not sure if she's joking or not.
I had a hair in my eye, sorry. She has these weird ideas about a lot of stuff, things that just make sense to her in a totally different way than they do to me. I can't even remember all the weird stuff she's talking about over all this time. I don't think Rin does either, really. She's the type who would forget her own head if it wasn't attached to her shoulders. That's why I just can't leave her alone. Is that weird?
She leans against the wall, managing to look distraught, yet still cheerful as always. I get this strange feeling about it as I were talking to two people at the same time.
How would you two lesbiabs?
Also, she's in public. She probably doesn't want to look too distraught.
True.
Like, we know Emmy's story. She's very, she puts on a face for the world to see. So even when she is opening up to you about her feelings, I don't think she's gonna let her face show it so anyone who's not involved can't tell, you know?
Right.
She's got that mask on, like, permanently. We know how welded on that is.
Yeah, and the current you, like, or Rin can't take that off because you're not dating her.
You're not like actually like getting to know her better. You're just like you're the friend of the friend. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
How would I know? Everyone's weird in some way, but if that's yours, it's a very nice way. At least I can understand what you're talking about, unlike Rin. Most of the time
I'm sorry to sidetrack again, but like her dad died in the accident that put her in the situation that she's in.
Exactly.
That would take years
to trust, to feel okay, like, and especially as a teenager when you're already all fucked up because you're a teenager. Can't, and then you lose your dad, like, and your legs, like, all of that trauma all at once. Yeah. I know I was probably giving her a lot of shit. I just really think she needs therapy. Because she needs to be okay. She doesn't deserve to be like this all the time.
All of these girls need fucking therapy.
Everyone here does. They've all been through traumatic shit, it seems like.
Except for Kenji.
He 1,000,000,000% needs therapy.
He does need therapy.
No, he needs therapy.
No.
Anyone who believes that harshly in crazy conspiracy theories that it is changing your daily life, and I'm not trying to be an asshole, like, I go to therapy, but you need therapy. Like, if it is taking a hold of your life, anything that's taking a hold of your life like that in such a negative way, you need to figure out how to unravel that.
I don't know. I just think he might be the most sane person here.
You are blowing smoke up my snatch, and I know you're trying to make me angry. So I'm gonna ignore.
Keeps making more sense.
I'm gonna ignore you.
Most of the time, I have no idea what's going on inside her head either.
You're being a total Anthony right now.
Emmy giggles, nodding in agreement.
Put Majora's Mask on Emmy. She's been corrupted by Majora's Mask.
I think it's okay even if you don't understand her. That's how she usually is.
The corruption made all the kids here handicapped.
Oh!
Emmy.
This is Hollywood.
Oh no!
No!
Emmy stands up straighter, brushing the hem of her skirt and straightening the waistline. She laughs awkwardly.
Every single person here is way better than anyone in Hollywood. Oh, wow. Ooh. We ended up talking pretty seriously. What's up with you, Hisao? Why'd you bring this up?
Sorry, I didn't really mean to get into this sort of discussion either. I don't know. I've had this weird feeling lately about Rin. I don't know why.
You wanna know why? It's because you're fucking depressed, Hisao.
Feel a bit guilty bringing up something like this for no reason, except my own anxiety.
It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Get therapy.
Suddenly, Amy clutches my wrist and twists it so she can see what time it is from my watch.
Oh, my watch?
Oh, my watch?
My watch! Oh, it won't.
Steven broke the game again. Oh, damn. This late already? I should go. There's a meeting with the rest of the track team at the field. We're all gonna have anal. It's not gonna be fun in the heat. We're going to sweat like pigs and then have
because
anal.
Of the anal.
But I promise I'll be there. Anal! Bye-bye.
She skips downstairs, leaving me wondering what was said, or what Rin said. Rather, her not. Maybe what Amy herself said her the most. Come to that.
Yeah,
So-
no, anal wasn't what I thought it'd be.
So in the end, it doesn't even matter. Even the person closest to Rin is just far apart from her as everyone else.
Doesn't
What-
even matter how hard you try.
Wonder if Rin herself even feels that distance. I felt like I was drifting away from the world too during my hospitalization. I felt anxious and depressed, and even now I sometimes still do, but I fight against it with all I've got. Fran has been on that side of the divide for her life. I can't imagine how she could not be lonely, or perhaps she's truly different. I refuse to belong to that place, but maybe she's found comfort here.
You just gotta talk to her about this shit. Like, you're making all these fucking assumptions as how, like, maybe she's different, maybe she doesn't feel. You have to talk to her to know that.
Bitch.
Fuckhead.
As I walked through the hall that afternoon, I glanced at my watch. It's almost 4:30. I would normally have a club meeting to attend, but I don't feel like going to the art clubs at all, so I start heading. Feels like a poorly chosen decision.
Yeah?
I don't know that if I skip club once, I'm going to skip it again and again and again and again and again and again, and this is probably it for me and the art club. It's been bubbling beneath the surface for a while now, though. I guess I'll formally quit later. Keep watching the bland linoleum floor while I walk without a direction. This leads me, perhaps unconsciously, to the school library. It's almost empty and completely quiet. A few studious first years are sitting at the tables, joining efforts to get homework done before dinner time. Lainey is hard at work today too. She's methodically going through a towering stack of books sitting on her desk, checking them one by one and then placing them onto a cart beside her. I greet her as I stop by.
Man, I want to be a librarian. Do you have to go fucking school for that?
No. I
You
think
don't?
I don't think you do.
I think it's like she works here part-time.
No, I don't care. I want to be a librarian in real life. This sounds fun. Yell at kids to be fucking quiet. Put books away.
Fuck up.
Everything's all quiet.
And you could read books too.
Yeah, I could find new books because I like need to be better at reading. But reading it has really got me more into reading. Good afternoon, bitch. Haven't seen you here for a while. Did you read all the books already? Have you read every book in this library, you fucking loser?
She seems to be in a good mood. I don't think so. I joined the art club, so I've been passing the time there instead of working my way through your collection. I think I'm going to quit though, so I guess you'll be seeing more of me again from now on.
Ew. You don't like the club?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't have much of a talent for art, but I didn't hate doing it either. I guess it just feels a bit pointless. I can't really see any purpose in going.
The art teacher scares me a little.
Really? He seems like a really nice guy. Maybe a bit over the top, I guess.
He's incredibly loud.
And the tongue.
Yeah.
Lady makes a face I can't read, but she doesn't say anything further.
I think he's gay.
How are you doing?
Something good happened to me today. I didn't flunk my university course. That is good. I would have flunked it.
Well, that's great, ain't it?
Yes. Without the credit, I might have been kicked out, and then I'd have to have a lot of explaining to my family. Oh, yeah, that's true. I'm really lucky. I think I'm going to buy pudding today to celebrate. Pudding?
Yuko drops like casually all this like like how close she is to the edge type shit.
Yeah.
All the fucking time.
She's about ready to fucking have a mental breakdown and shoot up this whole school.
Jesus. Being a university student sounds hard. I'm surprised you're working 2 jobs while still attending.
My part-time work really makes it hard to keep up with my studies, and I get yelled at by my student counselor.
See?
And then if I stay up late studying, I get sleepy at work and my boss yells at me. And my parents yell at me when I was growing up, so I get a really bad triggered anxiety response when I get yelled at, and so everyone's always yelling at me. But if I quit my jobs, I'll starve. And it's like I just can't win. I wonder why it's like that.
That's late stage capitalism.
I don't really know what to say. Laney isn't really complaining to get empathy out of a guy a lot younger than her. She's basically just talking about the facts of her everyday life. It makes me feel even more pity for her somehow. Wow, it must be hard for you.
I don't know, it's been like that for so long. I think I forgot what it's like to have a normal life, or maybe this is really a normal life for my age. Is this normal? Is this right? It must be. Why is being normal so depressing? Oh my god. She might be the most tragic character in this entire game.
Of all writing.
I like feel so bad for her. I'm like crying. It's so funny. But it's not funny because it hits so close to home.
I couldn't say. Not like being abnormal is such different, though.
Oh, I didn't mean stuff like that. So, sorry. I just got carried away. I'm fine.
It's fine. It was a joke, sort of. Anyway, you seem to be doing just fine now.
I'm fine. Yes, when I feel really down, I take a step back and make a cup of tea. And when I've drunk the tea, I give my mood a kick in the butt, and wham! And then I tell myself, "Now you are going to do this thing, Lainey." And then I go and I get it done, and that's called pushing down your feelings. That's why I'm working so hard.
She clenches her fist dramatically at the high point of her spirited explanation. It's a bit unclear what she actually means. But it's nice that
It is not unclear. You're an idiot.
Wow, she's so motivated.
Wow,
she's not about to break.
What a motivated worker.
It's like one day she's gonna come in and one book is upside down, you know, like the words aren't reading the right way, and so she's gonna like flip it back, but she'll drop the book, and that's what's gonna make her snap, and then she's gonna rip her hair out and throw herself out of a window.
Leaving Lainey alone with her work, I head back to the library where the novels are. I briefly consider reading something non-fiction for a change. Maybe a biography, perhaps, but in the end, I decide against it. My fingers trace the spine along the rows upon the rows of novels. They occasionally pull out a random book so I can read the back and maybe sample the first 2 or 3 pages. Nothing really catches my interest, so I end up picking up a book I've already read back in March or so at the hospital. I recall liking it.
Wow, I just can't reread books unless I really, really like them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I don't know, if it was medium, I'm like, I don't fucking care. I'm not reading that again. I can't do it.
I cannot fathom people and this is before J.K. Rowling got a Twitter account, but I could not fathom people who just reread and reread Harry Potter.
I was one of those people, but I would do it once every year or 2. It wasn't I finished, immediately pick it back up and restart. I would do it every year or 2 and reread. But since she's had a Twitter account,
yeah,
I was in the middle of reading them when she said things, and I was like,
I don't want to read this.
I need to take a really large break for a second because I'm very upset, and I think eventually I'll be able to trim her out because I still think Harry Potter has a beautiful story to tell. I just hate
it's
her.
Like a believable world, and
It's fantastical. Like, it's what got me into fantasy. Like, it's what, like, I don't know. I credit it to a lot of like why I'm so accepting, which is really ironic to say right now because she's such a hateful cunt. But I don't know. It's I have 2 Harry Potter tattoos. What am I supposed to do?
dude, we're talking shit on J.K. Rowling, and like next week there's going to be a book about the YouTubers who were pedophiles, and it's going to be about us.
What?
No, because she's calling us a pedophile because she listened to this episode.
Oh, I was like, I am not a pedophile,
shit,
so...
She's done like so many petty books recently.
Yeah.
She's like not that even good of a writer. She just like really struck gold with like a story she wanted to tell, but then she ruined it by putting her like by being a hateful cunt.
Yeah. She's written like so many like
I haven't read a single one.
Like her recent work, it's all about like fucking I don't know. It's petty shit basically.
Yeah, she
like
wrote a whole book about like transphobe shit.
Getting canceled on Twitter or whatever. I don't remember.
She's an idiot.
Woke moralists. We'll see who cancels who.
I just can't believe this is the world that we live in. It's baffling to me, but man.
I sit down on one of the beanbag chairs and quickly get sucked into the book, turning pages at a rapid pace. I'm probably not the fastest reader around, but pretty fast all the same. Reading quickly makes me feel oddly satisfied. Focusing on reading is something I'm pretty good at, too. I can cram study pretty efficiently as well. As long as I stay motivated, it's the secret of my good grades, though I'm pretty diligent in class, too.
Well, it's a good thing you're book smart, because you're not anything else smart.
That's what Rin and I have in common. She can really focus on painting if she wants to. Wonder what she's doing now. Probably hard at work painting. This distance that suddenly grew between us irritates me. I thought that we were getting closer, but now that feeling's been lost.
You are the one who told her to do it.
I'm a bit worried about her, too. Can't make sense of my own thoughts. Dun, 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 dun.
Badan!
I can't leave her alone either. I want to
Wait. Right click. Badan!
Hell yeah.
What's Badan?
It just means like, I don't know, it's like a sound effect or something. It's like, you have to decide, make a decision. That's what it means.
Is it like an onomatopoeia?
I think so.
That's a woman.
Yeah, I looked up Badan. There's a lot of pictures of women. This doesn't give me any answers. Let's go to Google. Badan. Nicole Badan.
Oh, that's why
Badan.
she's coming up, is because that's her last name. I was like, why is this woman here? What's happening?
Put her up on the screen.
Siberian plant of the genus Saxifraga with roots that are used as a tanning material.
Put Susan Badan up on the screen. Thank you.
Steven, I think it's just a made-up thing.
All right. That French guy isn't here to help us, Julian Miquel.
Aw, dang.
God bless him.
Absolute legend. Put Julian McKell up on the screen too.
Steven, I think you should pick I Want to Be With Her More.
Okay. Without Rin, I don't really have anything else at school that I can actually talk about. Not like we actually talk much anyway, but at least we hang out. I really don't want to lose that. If I want to keep what I have with Rin going, I have to get involved with making this exhibition happen right at her side. I realize I've been sitting on the same page for a while now. I turn my gaze back to the book I'm reading. The jungle of glyphs have somehow turned into a near incomprehensible cipher. I stare hard at it, expecting the text to start making sense to me. No pattern emerges, nothing. Damn days, I close the book, put it back on the shelf, then sit back down and think honestly and hard about what I really want.
Is this Terminator? Steven put gunshots in that heart.
Wow, look at me.
Huh.
The next day I take
Why
the
is
bus.
it terrifying?
You know what you did, Tessau. You did this to yourself.
Remember that
Your
girl? Remember her?
This is your
You've altered the timeline.
Next day, take the bus in the city. It goes twice an hour starting in the morning, passing by the front gate of Yamku at 20 minutes past and 10 to the hour. The ride takes super long. That the one Nomiya gave us in this car. I slowly read the book as the bus makes its round through the suburbs, pausing at almost every stop to pick up someone or let them out.
You know, I want more public transportation, but it's gotta suck being a bus driver. Having to,
absolutely.
Yeah.
But we do need better and more public transportation.
Trolleys are automatic, though, aren't they? They just run on.
I think you
on a
still
rail.
You
need
have someone.
I think you still, no matter what, if it's on like a track with like cars and people, I think you always need a driver in case like you need to emergency stop.
Emergency stop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I was on the trolley here is called the tracks, and I was on the tracks and it like stopped aggressively once, and I guess like someone jumped in front of the train to kill themselves.
Yep.
Yeah, that was cool.
So.
That was really hard on my foot.
I saw this video from like NYC, and like everybody was mad at this guy. Oh, come on. It's like a skit, and he's like, he knew what he was doing. It's rush hour. We're all trying to get
Jesus.
home. He's trying to make this umbrella.
God. Oh, good Lord.
Eventually, you make it to the last stop at the city center. The city is fair sized, but it's not too large and seems too quiet. Nevertheless, I enjoy the atmosphere. Despite being slightly differently
Second corner? Is that what it was?
Second, yeah.
Yeah.
Find my way from the bus station to the gallery without too much effort, and I soon find myself staring at the big letters saying second corner. Inside the gallery owner is intently studying a large painting hanging in the wall, a portrait of an old man. Good afternoon. She turns around and looks at me, and a smile of recognition spreads on her lips.
For the life of me, I cannot remember the voice I gave her.
I think it was just an old
It
woman.
was old woman. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, aren't you the young man from the other day?
Yeah.
Shinichi student. How was it?
That's right. Good afternoon, Mrs. Seonji.
Please just say, see?
We've
I
been
don't
saying
want... Sai! Oh god, I was wrong the whole time!
Sai Onji.
I don't want to feel any older than I am. You know, I'm so glad that even young people show interest in art nowadays. It's so refreshing. What brings you here? Surely you aren't just on a courtesy visit all the way from your school. School?
I actually came for Rin. I was hoping to see how she's doing.
Is that right? Well, then you need to step back outside.
Leave the
One step closer
You
to
see,
the edge.
The altare. How you say it again?
It's like Altier.
Atelier.
Atelier.
Yeah.
Is actually at the next door at the right. Just go. Get out of here. You can't miss it.
I give Sai my thanks and exit the gallery and locate the door she was talking about. It leads to a dark stairwell, which reminds me of the stairs leading to the roof of the school building. The stairs are steep, and even though it's only 5 floors, my breathing gets heavy before I reach the top.
Fucking dumbass heart.
Unassuming wooden door waits for me there. It's unlocked, so I knock and enter. The atelier is really just one big room with the ceiling lower at one end and the other because the roof of the building is gabbled.
Yeah, it's a fucking attic, really, probably is what it is.
This is a huge skylight in the ceiling that acts as the main course of light for the room, bringing in sunlight that reflects off the white painted walls. I suppose it's good to use natural light for art. There isn't much in the way for interior decoration. No surprise that the room seems to be in storage for a while. All kinds of boxes and office furniture are scattered around the place. The room is dusty since it's not been in use for a while. I can see that someone has made some effort to clean up a little, but it's far from immaculate.
Oh, look at her little fucking, what are they called? Overalls. She's so cute.
Rin stands in the middle of the room with her back to me, staring at a half-painted canvas placed on an easel. Not working on it, just staring, unmoving.
Would those be easier for her to put on?
I would imagine
harder?
if she, like, I bet she could do it by herself.
Right.
Like, if she probably used her mouth and her, like, shoulder and face a lot, but I bet she could do it herself. If she, like, I mean, yeah, depending on it, like, she seems very skilled at, like, she doesn't seem like to be in the learning phase of, you know, not having arms. Like, she seems very good at it, so it's probably been a long time, I imagine, so she could probably do it. I think so. I have faith in her.
She wears what must be second or third hand denim overalls over the standard school uniform shirt, much like the one I'm wearing. They look pretty worn and are covered in paint spatters. From the way they seem to be loose or tight in places, I'm guessing they weren't originally rinsed. Hi.
Hello.
Rin doesn't judge me showing up as worthy of turning around, saying maybe something more than just a mechanical reply to my greeting, smiling, anything. She keeps doing whatever it is she's doing, probably some weird creative thing inside her head. Perhaps I should have expected as much. Still, I make another attempt at conversation. This is a pretty cool place. Big, too.
It is. Sai said I can use it as much as I like. I even have my own key.
So how's the work going? She doesn't answer for a while. I begin to wonder if she's already forgotten the question. As a cloud drifts over the building, shadowing the light pouring in from the skylight, the change of Rin's surroundings seems to wake her up.
I don't know. It's like a huge ball. I don't really know which side is the right one. It's really huge. It's the hugest thing ever, like a mountain growing inside of me. Like I swallowed a mountain whole. It's going to be hard, I think. Really very hard. That's what she said.
Body!
Oh. I try to listen for undercurrents of stress and uncertainty in her voice, but I don't pick up anything like that.
Why are you here?
Her tone is not as unkind as the directness of the question would make it seem. Well, you said it'd be fine if I came to visit, so here I am. I guess it's not for any real reason, but I thought you might like the company or assistance or maybe some...
Isao? Can you be quiet for about 15 minutes? Maybe 10 is enough. 5 definitely is not. You can talk afterwards.
Her tone is sharp. Nothing like I've ever heard from her before. There is no command, no annoyance, no anger, but her voice pierces me all the same. All right. What did I just say?
The bitch just told you she feels like she swallowed a mountain. She's like feeling overwhelmed. Of course she's gonna sound sharp. She's like probably internally panicking.
With the silence that falls, anxiety creeps back into my heart and gives me a heart attack and dies. Next on SUBPARCADE. Credits roll.
What a dumb idiot. Oh, she hates me. No, she just told you she feels like she swallowed a mountain. That means, like, how does that not, like, it hit you? God.
Yeah. She has bangers. She has bangers of lines.